All right, so today is June 22nd, 2022, and where are where where is blah blah blah. Ignore me. All right, so I'm gonna talk about today. We had an okay day. We had a good day. We actually had a good day. All just because of this. This part was a bit weird, and I think it wasn't because of what was happening here. It was more to do with just yeah, just more to do with the fact that I'd already done this part, and so trading this part is always difficult for me whenever I've finished everything here. All right, so similar to yesterday's price action, we had a bull breakout, and we had a trading range. Same thing happened today. It was a bit of a weaker bull breakout. It wasn't like consecutive bull bars like we did yesterday. Instead, we had a bit of a channel, and then we went to a trading range. But we went so strongly up. Um, Broke yesterday's high, and then we just started going sideways. Um, so my first trade, and I don't know, I took a short here just below six. I read this as a wedge top, and I think it was because I saw this as one high. This is a pullback, but it wasn't really a pullback, and I didn't read it quick enough because I was trying to sort out some other things, and you could say I had FOMO, and I wanted to take a trade so badly. So, so I saw this as one leg, second leg, and this is the third leg, and this is the moving average. So I took this short. I was hoping we'd go for 10 points. I thought we were going to collapse. This actually went really far. Like, I think we got like almost 6 points here. But I wanted 10, at least 10, but that didn't happen, and then I got stopped out. And then I decided to just go long. And I went long. I got out around about here. I think I bought this bar. I just bought this bar. I wouldn't even think about it. So there's a bit of FOMO there and a bit of anger just buying that because I got stopped out. But it wasn't because I got stopped out. It was the fact that I think I was just not focused. And we got out around here. Then I started scalping. I just bought this. Then I saw this, and when this doji showed up, it told me we're probably going to a channel phase. I wasn't even thinking about what was going on here. It was until after we got into this phase, then I realized, okay, fine, this is the channel. And of course, it was a very steep channel. Because if you think about it, um, whoops, if you think about it, this is the tick chart, right? So we had this big massive sell off, and then we had this, and then we broke out here, right? So this is the day, pretty much. So as you can see, we're getting some pullbacks at the open. Essentially, what happened was when I saw we had this wedge top, and then instead we broke out. Um, I actually didn't see this wedge. I thought we were just going down because of what had happened, and also because we sold off so strongly. I didn't really consider the fact that we're probably in this bull channel or sorts. Actually, do you know what? Let me add a few more days to this. I'll put, let's say, 10 days. Um, so yeah, I just never really considered the fact that we had this double bottom. We broke out. We've tested the range, and then we started going up. And then we tested this high, so it looks like a wedge forming. So one high, second high, maybe third high, God knows. Um, but so yeah, that's what had happened. We kind of went up strongly, and that was a breakout. So if you look at it this way, we got to the moving average, thought we'd have a double top, we didn't, and instead we broke out, and this would be the wedge top. So this is one, two, and then three. So I'm taking this as the channel. Um, so I didn't really think about shorting this bar because it's just so strong. I thought maybe we'd get a second entry, and I did consider taking a second entry short. But I noticed we had this bear surprise. Now this actually I think is the better short. But by the time we started doing this and we had a pullback, I thought, it's probably not going to be a good short. Moving average is too close. My stop would be too far. It's probably not a great short. And you can see they bought the moving average here. I didn't buy this. I did consider it, but it's a high two. I wasn't sure it was a good buy. Um, and then look at the follow through. You're getting bear bar, a bull bar, a bear bar, a bull bar, a bull. So you were getting okay, but it wasn't great. So I wasn't considering buying more. Then we had this collapse, and I think this is why I should have shorted, but I wasn't thinking of shorting. Um, We tested here. We had a double bottom. I thought, okay, this could be a wedge. 1, 2, 3. And then we went lower, and then this came up, and I did consider buying this. I think I did buy it, and it came back down, and I exited, and I wasn't. My stop was actually down here. So I don't know why I would have exited, but I did. And then when looking at it now, it's probably this was not a good pullback. Maybe it was the first pullback. This is the second pullback, third pullback. So you had a high fall, much the same way we did over here. We had a high fall. So this is a good buy. Okay, got a tail at the top, really not so great. But this is where things got confusing again. This wedge top, obviously price tried to reverse, but I just remembered that whilst it's a wedge top, it's not a great sell. It's in the middle of the range. I don't think you're going to get a lot of bears selling in the middle of this range. So I didn't even bother myself, and of course it reversed. Then we got another wedge top, and we had this big bull bar that showed up. And I remember saying to everyone in the group, I was like, this looks like exhaustion. I would short it if I could, if I got a good signal. We now had this bear doji, and I thought, aha, this is not looking good. 58 closed as a doji, and I was like, yeah, this is not going to work. And then obviously the bear sold it, and then it closed in the middle, and I thought, okay, that's not great, but a good sell will be one below 59. I actually went short below 59, and I think I got out for 10 points. Got out too early, not too early, but I got out for 10 points because I had to go. If I remember correctly, my entry was around there. What was my exit? Okay, so that's not 10 points, but yeah, I got out for about 10, around about here. All right, so just here. The reason why I'm saying this is because I walked away from the computer, so I had my exit here. So that's why I got to exit. Yeah, so here you can see it's an endless pullback, and obviously an endless pullback would lead to that. And it's funny because it's now I'm seeing this, and I need to recognize these patterns. These endless pullbacks. At the time, I was in my own head. I just knew that okay, this is a buy climax. It's probably going to really get a reversal. And we had one leg down, a pullback, second leg down, a pullback. Maybe it's the third, or maybe this is one pullback, two pullback. Maybe it's the same three. We broke the MA and we collapsed, which was great. So what I realize, and I think it's something I need to. I obviously looked at this chart just to help me out because this chart really helped me. This is easy to trade. I see this and I want to short it, but when I look at this chart, I don't see it that way. I obviously see it. This is because I've been shorting a lot. It's easier to trade this chart than to trade this chart. But this chart is the exact opposite of this chart. So, anyway, so what I'm finding is probably useful, which it will be so useful for me, is if I'm going to be bullish and I'm catching this and I see we're getting such a strong rally, I should expect this. This whole move should be expected. So I should be looking for 35 or 33 and to buy above and take it higher, or buy the 32 low with the limit order. But yeah, this is definitely the trade of the day. If you can get in and target high of day or something, that would obviously work out great. And then if you're a bear, you could short below 16 or take short below 27 and then take a second entry below 59. All in all, there were two good sides today, and one could have taken some really good trades. So that was that, and that was pretty much it. What's happening on the daily chart? We could be forming a wedge bottom. So if you look here, we have such a big spike. First pullback down. This is actually the second pullback. We may get down to this low, make a third, and then go sideways before we go up. So that's something worth looking forward to. All right, I am done, and we'll chat tomorrow.